Plus, there's respawn, so my numbers might be a little skewed. Although that would be a problem for you guys too. And I feel bad as my friend is getting kicked out of crystals right now by a level 206. Level 206 kicking a level 85 out of crystal. Or actually, I don't even think he kicked him out because he's probably botting right now. But I'm sure that he's destroying everything so quickly there and running around so fast that my level 86 friend can't even compete, so kind of forces him to leave. And also, if the botter did come back and saw him there, I'm sure that he would yell at him, and so that's always fun. But all of us deal with that sort of stuff, I think. I mean, if you guys are on a server where you don't deal with botters all the time, let me know. Hit me up about that server because I am interested in it. And honestly, I don't even believe you. I figure that all servers are just populated with botters, whether they be high levels or low levels. Of course, high level botters are a little bit more of a problem than low level botters because, well, obviously they have more power. And with more power comes a lot easier access to abuse it. And I'm thinking the Hellfire and the Dragon Lord are back. Yep. But the Dragon Lord was a little more eager, it seems. And we get the Royal Spear, not the Royal Helmet. Of course. Okay, so that Fury is back as well. So I've got to watch out for that. But this is pretty comfortable, this position, so I can just avalanche and deal damage to both of them. Alright, looking good. And he goes down. No real loot, but hoping that the Hellfires step in at the end and really kick it up and drop a Demon Bone Amulet or something nice. Maybe a Magma combo. That would be cool. And really surprised that Fury didn't go down right there. And also, I'll have to show you guys, hopefully I remember to show you guys the Rusty Leg outcome. And hopefully we get some decent luck on those. I would like to see some crown legs. I don't know if you can get golden legs out of rare rusties. I never have, and I've unrusted a lot of rare rusties, so. But that doesn't mean it's not possible. I could be getting unlucky. So, if any of you actually have personally, I think it might say that you can on Wiki, but I don't know anyone who's personally done it, and since Wiki can be easily skewed by anyone who is so inclined, it would be more believable if it came from a trustworthy source. Alright. So we get one Dragon Lord. Unfortunately, I didn't really want to pull him without his buddy, but this Fury's almost down, so okay. And just some jalapeno peppers. They love their peppers. No wonder they're so fast and hot-headed. Jalapenos are hot as hell. I don't even really like spicy food. I don't know. Okay, let me rephrase that. I do like spicy food. I just don't like food that is overly spicy. It has to be flavorful and like a little tang of spicy, not just like crazy, overwhelming death spice. Not really a fan of that. But my character has no problem gulping them down. And cool. On to the East Fury. And I'm seeing a decent amount of 825 SDs. Those are, I think that's my highest hit on a Fury with my current set. Now, if I popped on Gill Legs and a spellbook of +3 or +4, that hit would go up quite a bit. I could probably do like an 850, maybe even upwards of a 900, which would be a really nice hit. Yep, another 825. That seems to be the top off point, but it's nice to see it a couple and second pair of steel boots. This is a weird hunt. 2 pairs of steel boots. No, and yet no red pieces of cloth. That's odd. Alright. Go into avalanches, as there is 2, obviously. And I've already damaged the Infernalist, so I want to keep damage up on him while I'm taking out the Imp. And time to go after the Imp since he's low. And under half, under half the amount of SDs I brought, so that sucked. Damn Paralyze. And we dropped the Infernalist, unfortunately he's not so. Alright. This Fury does not appear to be back yet. Nope. And I'm really surprised no red pieces of cloth yet. That's actually like rare. And I'm going to pop back down here. And the Hellfire runs right up. But he's going to go down easy, and I'm not sure if all the other Furies are spawned back yet. And another Wand of Inferno. Really strange to see 2 steel boots and no red piece of cloth. I've left here with tons of pieces of cloth and no steel boots many times. He asks, when are you making the vid? Right now? A Terror Rod. And following her around so I can hit her with the wand and SD just to get that extra damage in. Okay, cool. And the Terror Rod, of course. So, probably close to a backpack of those already. Terror Rods, I'm guessing. And there's another Fury. Oh, love it. Eating them up. So, Paladins would do really well here, I think, as well, because most of the creatures are either weak to holy or very susceptible to physical damage, and you'll rip them up like Furies. The only problem I could see with Paladins is the Hellfire fighters and the massive fire elementals are going to be more of a problem. Sorry about that, guys. Did not mean to pause. Alright, so this is the last Fury I'm going to take down here. And one of them just said R. That's odd. I don't remember them saying that. Maybe Furiosa is down here or something? That, or I'm just dumb and don't remember them saying that when it's something they obviously say. Oh. Oh well, I might as well just take down the rest of this floor, or at least this Infernalist, and then I'm going to pop back up because I do not want to put myself in an uncomfortable position. But loot is looking good. That is for sure. Oh, and look, this is pretty ideal. Pop back up. No other creatures, and the Fury is waiting for me. Well, that's pretty great. Now, if it was like that every time I went up, I would hang out down there forever. Let's see, 11 minutes left on the life ring. Hold on, I'm going to take a sip of my drink. I also have a bit of my e-cig. Alright. Ready to keep on the hunt. Although, it looks like this hunt is going to come to a close soon. Because SDs are running pretty low, 364. And seems like I'm using them almost all the time here. The only time I'm not using them is when I'm using avalanches, really. And I want to get the Fury over here without getting the Dragonlings, but that is awful tricky. Okay, cool. So now just going to use explosions to deal heavy damage to both of them, as I've done this tactic a couple times, so... Oh boy. So, ooh, no more objects in that container, so that's no longer an option, it would seem. So, quick question. If, other than Paladin gameplay, because that's probably one of the most requested things on my channel that I am really not interested in doing quite as much, just because you guys have to realize I've played Paladins for the majority. I've played Paladins for longer than I've played Adronus. So it's just really, really, really old to me, and my Paladin glory days were back when Dravius was my main. And I remember Royal Spears could be thrown across the screen. And also my Paladin glory days were with Link, way back in the day when bolts looked like 2x4s. And, you know, he was... And, you know, Paladins used HMMs, SDs, UHs still. And that's just not... It's a totally different game today. For those of you who are older players and remember that. And now you see how Paladins are played today. Completely different. The focus is instead on having a good crossbow or a good bow and having good ammunition for it. And of course having good equipment, distance level boosting equipment, which didn't exist. There wasn't even elemental boosting equipment back in the day. There was no sort of boosting equipment. People used to think that blue robes made magic stronger, but that was proven to be a myth a long time ago. And then when the update came out, which showed us what items do have stat bonuses, we realized that you know, that really proved it, because if they did have a stat bonus, it would be shown, right? And we get paralyzed off screen by the Fury up here. There she is. Not sure how long I've been going for now, but since I'm about 2/3 through my supplies, I assume it's been a little while at least. Lots of terror rods. No red pieces of cloth. This makes me a little suspicious. There was an update today, and I haven't seen a single red piece of cloth, and I have killed far more than 20. So it makes me think that either their loot rate got really decreased or they got yoinked. And if that's the case, that would really suck. Either way, it's kind of crappy, but oh well. And just using avalanches, obviously, as that's the best choice right here. And the Dragon Lord is currently preventing the Hellfire from getting in a nasty position. But he's about to go down anyway. Hellfires are really great experience for mages, but they would be quite a problem for any knights knights or paladins who try to hunt here for really good experience per hour. Of course, they're a problem for mages trying to hunt here for good experience per hour too, but for a different reason. Not because a mage can't damage it, but because a mage can be dropped by it very easily. Very, very easily. If it gets off a nasty melee and a beam, or depending on your level, just a beam, you can very easily die to it. I'm sure I don't have to tell you how many mages have died. I've died to Hellfire fighters. Especially trying to hunt them with avalanches and then getting the slightest bit of lag. That can mean a very, very quick death. And I get 2 Furies on me, but not a problem. Get the wall up and get nice and comfy. I'm going to get on this side of the wall. The other Fury should be coming around. And I'm going to go ahead and throw on my Koshis for a little bit of extra death protection. And obviously there's no creatures using Holy. I think there's only 1 or 2 creatures in the game even that actually use Holy, which is kind of strange, but hey, CipSoft can do their thing. Still no Red PoCs. Still. Really strange. Okay, so we get 2 on us, which is fine. Got the energy wall here. Not going to be a problem. Just got to keep SDing the one we're on, and she goes down, and to focus on the next one. And I'm going to check my EXP as it's been a while. Wow, we're already halfway to 306 million. Some more rusty legs. Can't put any more objects in this container, so we've got to put them down there, and I might start putting them in my potion BP or potion bag, because why not? And I'm going to try to grab the last of the Furies. Okay, good, got her. And then I'm probably going to check up top just to make sure it's not a total madhouse, because last time I went up there I didn't kill anything, and there wasn't a Fury, there wasn't anything, so let's go ahead and pop up here. An Infernalist and a Fury. Okay, no big deal. We've handled much worse in this same situation, so this should be a cakewalk, right? And even though avalanches don't deal quite as much, they still deal pretty decent damage. And between that and my wand, it kind of makes it worth it to avalanche when I'm fighting an Infernalist, and I've already dealt a decent amount of damage to the Fury, because I conserve SDs and I get to deal damage to both of them. Okay, let's see if we can pick him off before he goes invis, and we succeed in that little mission. Alright. And of course our Hellfire is back. 282 SDs left, so getting pretty low. This hunt's gonna come to a close here soon, but definitely made a quite an improvement on the level. And while I'm here dying, let's see, 35%, cool. So I've gotten a little over a third on my level already, which 33 experience on a level is nice for me. Once you get above even 150, getting any amount on your level feels good because it takes so much more time to get that level. And we grab the Fury, and we manage to avoid grabbing the... We see the Dragonling at the corner there using fire, but we managed to avoid grabbing him at the same time, so that's a pretty big win. Okay, 2 strong mana pots, so getting pretty decently lucky as far as keeping an even ratio between manas and health potions on the demonic blood, so that's always nice. And let's see. Oh, unfortunately, that did not work out quite as well as it could have, but that worked out pretty well, so. Yeah. 2 chains. Is that who I think it is? Oh, not sure. So this northwest one, it most like, yep, already creeping on me. Oh, sorry for the brief but abrupt stop in commentary there. This is someone I haven't spoken to in a while, who's actually a friend of mine in real life, as well as Tibia, so I was taking a second. I was surprised to hear from them. Alright. So, let's grab these. Okay, it looks... Oh, okay, there's the other Dragon Lord, of course, after I already SD, but that's alright. We're going to get off the E-Wave as well, since it looks like we're going to run out of SDs before anything here, which usually I run out of manas first, so that's pretty crazy. Oh boy. Oh, just telling him about a prior hunt. Okay. Yep, sorry for the little bit of lapse in commentary. This is a friend, like I said, who I know in real life, who I have not heard from in quite some time, so I was trying to give my attention to him. But anyway, on with the hunt. 248 SDs left. I cannot believe I have not seen a red piece of cloth here. Yeah. That is just insane. And this Fury's back, so back-to-back Furies, and the Hellfire Fighter is back too. I could see by the lighting, so that's why I ran back so quickly, so I could have some privacy with our girl here, and then deal with him. And getting pretty low on cap and most likely space. in that BP, I'm guessing.